Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing Bitcoin. Is this finally the bottom? We pumped from $80,000 to $90,000. Are we going to go now to a new all-time high, or there is one more dump incoming and then we're going to be able to read to the upside? Today I'm going to be discussing Bitcoin technical analysis, altcoins, altcoin season, and so much more. So stay with me until the end. Very important video, guys. This video is brought to you by our partner, Bluefin, the best non-KYC exchange. I utilize it for all of my trades. It's a great exchange, very reliable, very fast execution, so many trading pairs. If you want to sign up, there is a link in my bio. Sign up because I got so many bonuses for you guys. Very good, reputable exchange. But right now, guys, the situation is the following. Bitcoin at the moment is in this situation. So we are basically pumped from $80,000 to $88,000, and the sentiment is terrible. You go on the internet, on Twitter, everybody's talking about the bear market. Everybody's talking about basically that we are repeating the same fractal that we saw in 2021, where basically we went up to here, had a rejection to here, we went down, and then we started like a new bull market. So everybody's talking about a bear market. The first thing I want to tell you guys, if we are in a situation right now that we're basically repeating 2022 bear market, the question I want to ask you is, are you prepared to basically be able to, I would say, make money in a bear market? Because if not, guys, what you can do is to come and join our amazing VIP group, guys. Results always talk for themselves, guys. Those are all of my members. You can see all the results coming from here. We have a community of many people, more than 250 members. We do crypto weekly updates, the one you're seeing right now, but much more in depth, almost 1.5 hours long video to analyze every possible coin. We do altcoins on request. We do crypto daily updates with every possible entry and exit point with Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and also 2 or 3 altcoins every day. Trading ideas, guys. We have trading calls from 7 professional members, guys. And this is the level that you're going to get. This is the level, guys. Not this typical, guru that tells you that, oh, just buy a support and sell a resistance, guys. This is high level stuff, okay? So if you want to join one of the top crypto communities you can find on the internet, which is going to have education, you're going to get access to myself, to so many pro members, you're going to learn, you're going to have a spot trading section where you understand when to buy, when to sell altcoins, guys. This is the time to come. Not when there is a bull market, everybody's super happy, everybody's super hyped. This is the time to start to learn in case things are not going to go well here. So highly recommend it, guys. If you want to come, there is a little trader, and also, guys, our trading results, everything is basically documented here, guys. No BS, all the truth here, guys. The VIP group, best place to be. But anyway, let's go back into our BTC. So the situation is the following for me. So the bearish scenario that I can see that everybody's calling right now is that we're basically in a bear market. We're going to repeat the same thing here. We're going to go down to 60K, and then a new bull market is going to start. But on the same, I would say, the same time, okay, in the same time is that although we saw this fractal playing out, which again, rightfully so, the fractal is looking very similar, okay, and it could be the fractal, all of these traders and investors, the perma bears, Dr. Profit, all of them, they could be right. They could be right. Unfortunately, everybody's guessing right now, but at the same time, I wanted to think in terms of statistics and probability where we are and basically what's happening right now. So, looking at the chart from here, what I will tell you is the following. So, number one, it could be a fractal here, but also why it couldn't be a fractal coming from 2021, where we went down, we chopped here for as I can recall, I'm going to go and show you, let's see if I can find my date range here. So around 60 days of choppiness, and then we went higher. In 2023, in August until October, we were chopping here. Okay, we had a big drop. Look at that, big drop here. That's very similar, if you think about it, what happened now in 2025. Look at that, 2023, this one, and everybody was calling for a double top. 60 days, and then from October, boom, Bitcoin went crazy. Same time, we went down to here. Everybody could say it's over. My members remember this very well. Guys, 60 days. September, October, vroom, we went up. March, again, we went from here. 50 days, 50, 60 days, whatever, 60 days, we went up. So the question I'm trying to ask myself is, if every time we got this 60 days correction out of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 4 times we had that, and then one time we had this correction here, who actually has the right? The answer is, I have no idea. Okay, I'm trying to tell you, to convince you that I'm a perma bull and I only think we're gonna go higher. No, guys, I'm just trying to be objective here. And also, if you observe, okay, if you actually make an observation right now, we're basically here. Okay, so we broke this important line where you can see we were basically having a cup and handle. This one is a cup and handle, guys. Okay, cup and handle. Okay, where, let me just show you, this is the handle as well. Okay, we went higher, we now went down again. So the question is, are we gonna go and basically retest this important line? Because this one, guys, is a very important line of support. Everybody can tell me whatever they want about their bear market, about the doomsday and whatever they want to. But this one, guys, is a very strong line of support here. Okay, so if the same thing is going to repeat like in 2023, here, we're going to go down to this area, and then this is going to happen. We might be even touching, right, the 200 weeks moving average, which is possible, down to maybe 73, 75, maybe. And then from here, okay, we can rip higher. Why not? Why not? Because... Why? Because Dr. Profit said we're going to go down to 40K? Come on, like, I like there was a comment, saying that, oh, he nailed the correction, guys. Dr. Profit called a crash from $113,000 Bitcoin. Guys, we went to 127,000. So it's the same thing as right now. This is the bottom, guys. I was calling for a bottom at 96. If we're going to go down to 80, then I nailed the bottom. Not really. That's the analogy. But anyway, what you gotta basically pay attention right now is that, first of all, if this one is actually a true cup and handle like we're looking at right now, and then I measure the real, I would say, target of this cup and handle, the target is not 126, it's higher, it's around 135. So, and this will be making sense to see the last final rally I was talking about, where we can go probably to here, but in February or March, it could be happening where everybody, again, we're going to repeat the same as 2025. We're going to go here. People are going to say, oh, but, we're going to now, this is only like a sucker's rally, and then it goes up and up and up and up. People get super bullish here, and then they break it down this way. That's a possibility. So be very careful with that. To me, I'm going to show you the scenario that I'm expecting right now, and whether you like it or not, that's what I think. And please criticize me if you want to. Always very happy to get your criticism. Now, BTC is pumping well. We are into this beautiful channel. You can see from here, we're basically touching on this level. So what I'm actually expecting right now, if we're going to be able to go and reclaim this area around 90 to 91,000, that actually is going to be very convenient, and I could be seeing a pump up to 98 to even 100,000. But right now, what you need to pay attention, guys, utilizing, I would say, more sophisticated tools than the typical technical analysis, the typical support and resistance. Here is more like volumetric analysis, so we're going to enter more in depth. And by the way, guys, with Freedom Trading Academy, with FTA, my company, we are releasing, not with the VIP group, but we're releasing, if you buy the yearly membership, a beginner course for crypto, medium, intermediate, and also advanced course on how to utilize order flow and how to read all of this, guys. I can tell you that once you're going to be able to read order flow, you're going to be able to make very good money. So hurry up. We're going to send probably an offer, like a early offer for people with a 50% discount. But hurry up, because then we're going to crank prices high, because it's probably going to be one of the top courses on advanced trading you're going to find on the web. But anyway, so right now, what is actually very important is that you can see that here, Bitcoin is below this line here. Okay, I'm going to go and cancel everything so you can see a little bit better. But you can see that basically Bitcoin is below this line called the value area. Okay, value area is basically this line where there is a, we call them like, balance zone. And as long as we're going to stay below this area, okay, the trend is bearish. That's it. Okay, so if you're going to be able to close one or two candles above here, great. There is a chance to probably go back to 100,000. Okay, but otherwise, if we're not going to be able to close above here, this happens. Boom, 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 boom. Because this is in an unbalanced area. Okay, area of imbalance. I don't know how we want to call it. So my expectation right now, if I had to guess, if I had to tell you what could be happening in the future, right? I'm not a fortune teller, but I guess I can try to guess, right? To me, this area here called point of control, POC, it will get retested. Okay, so the expectation is going to be Bitcoin to probably go up to here, 90,000, 91,000, have a rejection down to perhaps 84, 85, then mini rally towards 98 or 100, okay? Now listen, because this is very important. I still believe, okay, and I might be totally wrong, so always, guys, what I'm giving you right now, it's not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to buy, what to sell, and I couldn't care about what you do. I'm just giving you some objective analysis, okay? So the expectation will be, we're going to go back to here, okay? I'm basically mimicking what's happening here. Get a strong rejection, which this rejection is going to be, let's go back to here, down to this level, and 90, or our lower low like we were talking about before. So it could basically be, see, like this, up to 102, 103, drop one more time, perhaps to the 200 weeks moving average, which would be, in my opinion, great. It will be beautiful, okay? And if you actually have a look at, it's very similar to what happened here. So we went down here in 2024. We went down also down here in 2023, below this line at the 200 moving average, okay? And we also went down to here. So if I had to show you from this point, it could be something like this. Sorry, let me just go and do it again. So it could be this, a little bit higher. We drop more, okay, for the 60 days until maybe January, and then it goes up. Then when it goes up, right, the two areas I'm considering is going to be this, and then we're going to go down, or this, and then we go down. Okay, so the two are going to be, to be honest, slightly irrelevant. And why? Because many of you, like myself, are mainly right now invested into altcoins. So what is going to be very important right now is that, let me just go and fix a little bit here, is that altcoins are probably going to steal the show in this next upcoming move. So what could be the catalyst where we're going to see potentially a pump into crypto, end of real rally, Santa's rally, or even that's drop, as I told you before? It could be the FOMC meeting. Okay, so right now, Jerome Powell is talking about now they want to, suddenly the Fed interest rate cut looks very much back on the table. It's all bullshit, guys. It's all bullshit. They already know what they're going to do, okay? And to be honest, I have no idea. And I'm going to tell you right now, are they going to go and basically not cut interest rates? Bitcoin is going to do this. Tack, tack, tack. It's going to go down to here. And then in January, they're probably going to cut interest rates and it's going to go higher. But if they're going to go and they're going to cut, the market could be having this mini rally to the upside. That's what I can see right now in the cards. Okay. But eventually, as I said before, I'm still bullish, still holding the line. I don't see any other, I would say, major problems. Okay, now let's analyze a little bit Ethereum, guys. Ethereum, I know many of you are asking me so much about ETH. So ETH pretty much is the same. So we are basically down to here. We touched the 200 weeks moving average. Now we're having a rebound. So if Bitcoin is going to be able to go back to, let's say, 98 to 100,000, Ethereum is going to basically be able to go and retest this important line of previous support. You can see we were, this was a support. We broke it down, and now we have to see if we're going to be able to go and reclaim this level. If we're going to be able to reclaim this level, then Ethereum can go and explode higher. My target, guys, has been always in between 7,000, 7,500. We're going to go to 6,000. I'm happy anyway, but that's my target. But at the same time, you can see that we're basically on the weekly. We sometimes, whenever you see a dump like that, in general, what happens is you see usually an ABC correction. However, look what happened here. Look what happened in 2025. So again, if we're going to go and basically do the same thing as we've done in 2024-25, then we're not going to have an ABC correction, and also we're basically going to have just a drop down to this area, and then we're going to pump again to do something like that. That's also possible, okay? So what could it be? My scenario, if Bitcoin is going to go, as I said before, to 100,000, drop to 78, and then it's going to go higher, well, Ethereum is probably going to go to here, go up to 3,950, 4,000, drop one more time. I don't think it's going to go down like this to 1,400, but maybe it's going to go back to, let's say, 2,400, 500, and then basically it's going to go higher. Ethereum, to me, still looking great compared to BTC. So I'm still expecting, guys, as I said before, basically, Ethereum to outshine Bitcoin for the next few months or so. I'm still believing in a potential formation of an inverted head and shoulder. And it's funny because if you have a look at Ethereum, if you have a look at Bitcoin dominance and Ethereum to Bitcoin, they're looking very, very identical. They're looking very similar. So formation of a shoulder, of a head, of a shoulder. We break up to here. We basically complete this head and shoulder pattern, which is possible. We're going to go to this area. We're going to go here, and it gives us a target of around 0.06. What it means, you can see also the conjunction, the confluence with this line of resistance. Okay, we can even see, for example, for this one here, we can go and throw a Fibonacci. Fibonacci is about 0.618 to 0.786. We have also many selling blocks, order blocks coming to this area, which they can suggest, Ethereum to go to 0.058. So what it means, all of that. Basically, it means that if the pair Ethereum to Bitcoin is going to go to, let's say, 0.06, 0.07, and Bitcoin is sitting at around 110,000 to 120,000, 7,000 is on the cards for Ethereum. Okay? That's what I'm basically observing right now. That's, to me, one of the, I would say, the most important points in regards, to altcoins. Why? Because altcoins then are going to go and they're going to go and pump higher. Now, let's have a look quickly as well. Solana, guys. Solana is into this situation. So I can see again, guys, that's what people are calling for Solana with this head and shoulder pattern that is going to go to zero, $20, whatever. I mean, I would say in a bear market it's possible. In a bear market it's possible this is going to go back down to $20 or $30, because in a bear market I really believe altcoins are going to get decimated. Okay, but we're not in a bear market. So what I could be expecting as well is this a head and shoulder, or are we basically forming right now a series of higher low and higher highs? Because to me looks more of the situation where we could be seeing Solana doing this, do a fake out down to here, okay, and then it's probably going to continue higher. That's what I can see right now with Solana. So an interesting point to me that are probably going to go and accumulate more is going to be perhaps down to this area. So we're going to go draw our Fibonacci again. I would say in this area, guys, never financial advisor. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an analyst. So to me, this area is going to be an area where of 90 to 100, which it could be going down to if Bitcoin goes back down to, let's say, 75, 78,000. is going to be a great area for accumulation, where I'm expecting after to go and have a big pump. You can see so many order blocks sitting in between 200 and also 290. So Solana, that's what I can see right now. And I can see this order block as well sitting down to here, which makes sense. Altcoin season and altcoins, guys. I don't know what to tell you anymore about altcoin and altcoin season. So again, we basically now feel this week, and the question is, are we going to go lower than that? That's definitely possible. Okay, so there is again, I'm gonna just take away this order block so you can see a little bit better. But on the daily, as we were discussing before, we're able to basically partially fill this week. Is not 100% fill. So to be honest, I would like to see if it's possible, if a BTC is gonna, I guess, allow us. You can see that we're also like in a beautiful channel. We touch this channel here. We could be able to go probably above like $953 billion. Then I will say probably like my opinion is that if BTC is going to go down again to 75, 78,000, have like a little wick below our current one at 80,000, we could be seeing this one to go down to here, fill this wick entirely, everybody's happy, and then they can start to pump up again. But again, looking at the structure of total free, it suggests to me that they're going to go and pump it, and as well, guys, as the others versus Bitcoin. That's another pattern I'm observing right now. So are we right now in the is it time for this one to go and break? What I'm actually not liking right now, we're having all this rejection here, which is not great. So we would like to see finally a nice break, a nice weekly close above this line, which means that the most logical target is going to be probably around here, around 0.19 to 0.20, and higher target probably going to be around 0.30, 0.40 for altcoins. And as I said before, December and January in general are very bullish for alts. Okay, other 3 things to discuss today, and then I'm gonna let you go because you're probably already tired to hear my voice. It's first of all, guys, it's the Bitcoin dominance, which is quite interesting. As I said before, about the fact that it's forming a head and shoulder, and if it's gonna continue, looks very similar to Ethereum. It's gonna continue, probably it's gonna go down further, and of course, if it's gonna break down to probably 44 to 45. That's going to be, of course, very good for altcoins. I could be seeing Ethereum to pump to 6,000, 7,000, as I was discussing before, and also altcoins to perform quite well, maybe to, quadruple in value, whatever is going to come. Are we going to go down to 37%? I don't know, but I would say as a first target of interest, probably here, down to 45 to 46 is going to be, to me, the most logical target. Now, a couple of more things, guys, to discuss is this one over here. You can see that the USDT dominance, okay, that's a very important chart that you got to really pay attention. So we were talking about this inverted head and shoulder formation. We broke the neckline from here, and the question is, there is so much doubt right now whether this is actually a real breakout, okay? Because the weekly broke up like that, but every time, as you can see, in 2024, okay, every time we went up to this area, 24, and 25, we had a rejection. So is history going to repeat itself? Are we going to see another rejection from here, or this head and shoulder is going to get completed? Because what I can see right now could be a retest down to here, down to potentially 5.5, 5.2, where I would say in perspective, it should be related to Bitcoin going to 103 to 102, 103 Bitcoin. Okay. If it's going to go down to there, probably Bitcoin is going to go and pump more, but then is it going to be this, and then it's going to have a breakout to go to 8 to 8.2? In that case, I would say that this is probably going to correspond to perhaps Bitcoin going to 75, 78. But if this is going to happen, to me, it's going to be an incredibly bullish scenario, because after that, that's what I could be expecting. Okay, so I'm not expecting this one to go to like 12%. Okay, not now, but it will. It will once we're gonna have a proper a proper bear market, but that's what I can see right now. And also, very important point here is the US 10-year Treasury yield. So, guys, the Fed is over. The Fed, very soon, they're going to elect a new Fed chair. Is going to slash interest rates down like you never seen before. This thing is going to go down. If that happens, if they're going to go and announce multiple rate cuts, they're going to announce a crypto capital of the world, whatever they're going to announce, this thing is going to come down. And if this thing comes down, investors are going to take money and put them into risk assets, not into like, yields with the bonds. And cool. And the last thing, of course, to discuss, guys, the XY. The XY still looking quite strong, but at a glimpse of a news that the interest rates are going to be cut for the rest of the year, this thing is going to go down. Okay, so last thing, guys, also to discuss. Sorry, I totally forgot about it. SPX, so S&P 500. So again, it's finding right now a beautiful support, guys. S&P doesn't want to give up, but at the same time, you can see from here, if Bitcoin is probably going to go down again one more time to $78,000, $75,000, which it's plausible, it's possible, then I could be expecting S&P go down to here, recharge the batteries, and then probably pump to the upside. Alrighty, so that's it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It made sense for you to see where we are in the market. So again, a little summary. Do I believe we are in a bear market? I don't believe we are in a bear market right now. And even if we are in a bear market, basically, what is it going to happen? Is Bitcoin is going to go to $65,000, $60,000, and then what? I like on the internet, everybody giving you these apocalyptic scenarios of the end of the world, guys. What I would recommend you, instead of just getting yourself desperate, what happened, come and join us, our community, where you're gonna basically learn how to manage your portfolio properly, how to trade, so you're not gonna get scared, and at the same time, you can make money in the bull market. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow for another video. Take care and see you soon.